Hi, my name is Terry, and you're watching Terry Tells the Story. If you've followed me for a little while, you'll know that this video is a little bit different. Today, I've traveled out to a concrete mixing plant to show you something that we see on the roads every day, but rarely stop to think about. These aren't just trucks, they are mobile chemical reactors that have been around since the early 20th century. An Armenian-American inventor named Stephen Stepanian first developed the concept of a self-mixing concrete truck around 1916. Before this invention, concrete had to be mixed by hand on site, which was slow and inconsistent. Stepanian's design used the truck's engine to rotate a drum, keeping the aggregate, sand, and cement in a constant state of motion. This allowed a central plant to serve an entire city, revolutionizing how we build. When you see that drum spinning, you're looking at an application of the Archimedes screw. When the drum spins in one direction, the spirals pull the concrete deep into the belly of the container to mix it. When the driver reverses the spin, those same spirals act as a screw conveyor, lifting the wet concrete up and out of the discharge chute. The driver has to manage the hydration process meticulously. As soon as water hits cement, a chemical reaction starts that generates its own heat. The driver must manage the slump, the measure of the concrete's consistency, by timing the drum's revolutions. If the friction makes the concrete flash set, it bonds directly to the steel inside. To operate these, a Class B CDL with a tanker endorsement is typically required, because the shifting center of gravity of wet concrete is dangerous as it turns. These jobs are in high demand, with operators often earning between $45,000 and $75,000 a year, depending on the region and the overtime. However, maintenance is dangerous. When concrete buildup gets too thick inside, a worker must enter the drum to chip it out. In 2009, 48-year-old Samuel Zavala was working for Troy Concrete in Irving, Texas. He was tasked with chipping, a brutal job where you crawl through a tiny hatch into the dark, sweltering interior of the drum to break off hardened concrete with a jackhammer. While Samuel was inside that metal chamber, the unthinkable happened. Someone outside, unaware he was still in the drum, toggled the mixer on. Because proper lockout and tagout procedures were not followed, the drum began its powerful rotation. Samuel was caught in the massive internal spiral blades. These blades are designed to move tons of wet stone. Against a human body, they are relentless. He was crushed and killed instantly inside the very machine he was trying to maintain. The recovery process was a nightmare of its own. Emergency crews had to work for 4 hours, agonizingly just trying to find a way to extricate his remains from the cramped, bloodied interior of the drum. So, the Spanish I'm going to be teaching you today is el camión de concreto. El camión de concreto. And what that means is the concrete truck. So, what do you think? For $45,000 to $75,000 a year, would you take this job? Let me know in the comments. If you liked this video or you learned something new, drop a like down below. If you have a specific topic that you'd like to see me cover, drop me a comment. And if you'd like to support this work that I do, there'll be a link to the Cash App in the description box below. We'll see you next time.